Magic, thanks. Hi, folks. So my name is Gabby. I work at Museums Galleries Scotland. For a quick visual description, I am a white woman with brunette hair, and I am wearing chunky glasses and a very bright orange shirt today. My colleague Marcus, whose name's here on the slide, is also in the audience, so you can find him and pester him also with questions if you've got any about this. So Workforce for the Future, which was briefly mentioned in the previous presentation, is a project we're working on which was initiated in response to a sector-identified need for earlier employability work. So through some research as part of our Skills for Success programme, we found out that pupils in the lower deciles of the SIMD really were struggling to engage with opportunities for employment in the museum sector. And so we recognised that there was a need to diversify the workforce pipeline and bring those pupils into museums to raise career aspirations and also to really build on the opportunities for skill development that museums can offer. So in Workforce for the Future, we work in partnership with Developing Young Workforce, DYW, museums and schools in lower SIMD areas. And each of those museums works with a school from a lower SIMD area over the space of about 6 to 7 sessions to co-create a resource. So that's a really broad word. That can be anything, an exhibition, an audio tour. There have been lots of really exciting outcomes so far. And through this process, that boosts pupils' confidence, employability skills, and also relationship with the museum as a local resource and as a local employer. So the outcomes of this work are that we have national reach across the whole of Scotland to engage museums and schools with this way of working. There's that relationship building and placemaking, again, kind of that diversifying the workforce pipeline, and with engaging with people from P5 through to S2, we're doing that early employability work, so it has more impact on positive pathways and positive destinations for young people. There is a list of outcomes here. You don't need me to read them all out. You can find them all on our website if you're interested in doing a deep dive. So as part of Workforce for the Future, we have worked with Daydream Believers to create a learning resource to support the delivery of these kind of projects all across Scotland. And this learning resource is called Marseum. It's freely available to download, and rather than me giving a big spiel about what it is, I'm going to play the first video from it, which will be all learners' introduction to the learning experience. There should be some audio, if that. Any technical troubleshooters? just speakers in terms of yes. Oh, magic.
Right, the people on the front, sorry, might be a wee bit slower for you guys.
Oh. Thanks. Thank you. We'll get there eventually. We'll get to Mars. I'll try again, possibly. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's on the headphones.
Okay.
Speaker, that one? Or is it that one? It's the only one we can find out, isn't it?
I think on speaker.
The speaker. Yeah.
Make sure it's not. It's muted, that's why.
No, that's not making any sound.
Oh, it's my muted sound over here. Maybe.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or should we be hearing that?
I think it's. No.
That sounds like it's coming out of here.
That's the speaker.
I think it's that one.
If it's sounding, it should be sounding, but. Yeah, it should be on. If it's in.
I can go ahead and. So try again. I can do it without the video. I can share it later, maybe. No, don't worry, that's fine.
You just started everybody.
Oh, it'll be all right. Should I try again? No. Oh, that was a different thing, yeah.
Headphones, okay.
Headphones.
Headphones.
It wouldn't be a hybrid conference without some kind of tech issues.
I was trying to delay everything.
That's okay. I can just do the presentation without the video.
I think headphones.
I'll just carry on, honestly.
Okay.
Don't worry. Thank you for trying, though. So unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to my voice instead of the video. So throughout Marseum, people have the opportunity to respond to a mission, and their mission is to create the first museum on the red planet, on Mars. The year is 2050, and Marseum exists to tell stories of life on Earth as we know it today, and it's an opportunity for pupils to explore and develop their skills that would be traditionally seen in museum careers. So throughout the experience, pupils have the opportunity to explore museums and their purpose, as well as feed into what they think their purpose could be, not just how they exist today. They get the opportunity to build a Marseum team because as much as we try and do a lot ourselves, we know that it's really crucial to work with other people to make things happen. They use their research skills to forecast the future. So what will life look like in 2050? And they learn the art of story making. So the different elements that it takes to put a story together, the people, the place. They use interpretive design to create a museum experience that is out of this world on Mars. So there's an opportunity there. If they want to use Minecraft for their interpretation, they can do that. Whatever skills and tools the pupils want to use to make their experience engaging, it is up to them. And they also have the opportunity to respond to a meteoroid disaster, which is excellently titled Disasteroid. I can't take any credit for that one. So the mission quests are discovery, exploration, ideation, design, presentation, and launch. And practically what this looks like, rather than an abstract idea of a learning resource, is it's a downloadable PDF that exists on Daydream Believers website. There's 6 sessions, and the idea was it was developed as a teacher-led learning resource, but it can be used by anyone. So museum learning professionals can also use it to deliver the experience. And at the end of the teacher-led element, there would be a 3-day enrichment, which would be delivered by the museum, offering the pupils an opportunity to take their Marseum learning back down to earth, into the real world, and into a local museum. I have so many space puns in my background. So in the discovery stage, would be the introduction to what each stage of the learning process looks like. So it's quite a gamified, exciting visual with learning tracking stages down the right-hand side. And there'd be activities such as Cabinet of Curiosities. So this is an opportunity for young people to think about what objects tell their story, how do you build a collection, and how can collections be used to tell the stories that are important to us. There are worksheets which come along with it, so it's designed to be an easy experience for teachers, but also really adaptable to what the pupils' needs and interests are as well. They have the opportunity to think about what skills they might bring. So as I was saying, we might try and do it all ourselves, but we do need other people to make things happen. So they get to reflect on the skills that they have and what other people might bring and how they might join that up to create Marseum. As scarily in 2050, 2024 will be in the past. They will have an opportunity to reflect on the workforce of the past in 2024. So there's some of you in the audience who have actually given us short videos for this. And what we did was we went out to the sector and asked a variety of professionals to create short TikTok-style videos, which give an introduction into a day in the life in someone's job. Now, I have a video on the next slide. It has no audio, but it does have subtitles. So I think we can probably sit through that one just to give you a quick taster of what these videos look like. It has really nice lo-fi music in the background. That was quite a hushed room. I was really impressed with how quiet everyone remained. So we've sourced a variety of these videos from a variety of people working in a variety of jobs across different museums in Scotland. And these videos serve to demystify what a day in the role actually looks like. What's a commute? How do you get to your job? What do you actually do? You say you're a curator, but what does that mean in practice? And that also then has the element of kind of enabling pupils to think about how their skill set and their interests might align with different jobs which exist in the sector. So back through the mission quest, they've done everything, they're ready for launch, they want to take their Marseum learning to their local museum. What does that look like? So during a 3-day challenge, pupils will have the opportunity to work in partnership with their local museum to respond to one of two options. They can either take their Marseum and bring it into the museum and display what they've worked on, or they can respond to an exhibition brief set by the museum. So it's really flexible to the museum's needs and what they're looking to have in their space and how much space they have as well. The pupils will also have the opportunity to meet real life museum workers, which is quite exciting. And they can ask them some questions about their jobs and get to know them. So this is the first option I mentioned, bringing Marseum down to earth, thinking practically about what resources you have available to you, what interpretation you're going to use. Are you going to use Minecraft? Are you going to use signage? Are you going to use video? What does that look like? What is practically reasonable in the space? Or responding to an exhibition brief. So this has been a silent run through of Marseum, and I hope you've enjoyed it. But through this QR code and the magic of technology, you can watch the video with audio and download the learning resource here from the website. And if you are interested in running Marseum, please do get in touch with us, because we have been working with DYW to help museums link up to a local secondary school. They're a really untapped resource in terms of skipping that stage of hounding people on the phone at the secondary school, and with this learning resource having that employability focus, DYW are really interested in helping museums to work with schools to deliver it. So hopefully you've enjoyed it and thank you for listening.